Welcome to Radio Express American News, presented by Vibha Ramesh from Los Angeles, United States. Lauren Bobert, a political newcomer, won the primary in Colorado's 3rd Congressional District against Scott Tipton. Until Tuesday evening, the 5-term Republican congressman was largely believed to be the forerunner in the race. But Bobert's strategic positioning, aligned with President Trump's agenda, helped her gain meaningful support in the state. In a Tuesday evening tweet, the president congratulated her on a really great win. "There is a battle for the heart and soul of our country that I intend on helping win. I'm running for Congress to stand up for our conservative values, address our current representatives' failed promises, and put far-left Democrats back in their place," says Bobert in a statement on her website. Bobert owns a local restaurant named Shooter's Grill, which is known to encourage its staff to carry a weapon. She recently disregarded public health orders on delaying opening of restaurants during the coronavirus pandemic. Bobert will face Democrat Dianne Mitch Bush, a former state legislator, in November. Bringing you more on the pandemic, the situation in the United States is getting worse by the day. At the Senate Health, Education, Labor and Pensions Committee hearing, Director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, Dr. Anthony Fauci, said, "We are now having 40,000 cases a day. I would not be surprised if we go up to 100,000 a day if this does not turn around." A coordinated and collaborative effort by the nation is the need of the hour to curtail the rapid spreading of COVID-19, and this requires strong national leadership. Precautions like social distancing and mask wearing are meant to help people enjoy themselves within the safe guidelines. We should not look at the public health endeavors as being an obstruction to opening up. We should look at it as a vehicle to opening up, said Fauci. In view of the coronavirus surge in several parts of the nation, New York City has decided not to permit indoor dining as against its initial plan of resuming indoor dining services next week. We see a lot of problems, and we particularly see problems revolving around people going back to bars and restaurants indoors. Indoors is the problem more and more. The science is showing it more and more, said de Blasio at a press briefing. However, since the percentage of people testing positive has remained constant at about 2%, outdoor dining will continue and beaches and outdoor pools will reopen today. This summer, travel is already underway with an expected potential increase in travel demand in the coming days. To meet this demand, United Airlines plans to run additional flights in August this year. Announcing on Wednesday that the airlines will be adding 25,000 additional flights in August, the Chicago-based carrier is meeting the demand from consumers that want to visit friends and family. This will be the most prominent addition since the pandemic. According to Ankit Gupta, United Airlines Vice President of Domestic Network Planning, the airline will also be adding flights to outdoor recreation destinations where it's easier to observe social distancing. The upcoming holiday weekend is expected to fly over 600,000 passengers per day. Even in the light of the European Union restricting U.S. travelers from visiting its member nations, United Airlines will be operating some of its important routes to Europe. Amidst the coronavirus pandemic, a policy that prohibits immigration judges from participating in public speaking engagements is taking the stage. However, the union representing immigration judges deems this move as unconstitutional and are suing the Trump administration. The policy enforced by the Trump administration bars immigration judges from speaking about immigration. Part of the job of an immigration judge is to educate the people about the immigration courts and the role they play in society. This policy prevents us from doing this critical work, undermining public understanding of and trust in the immigration courts in the process, said Judge Ashley Tabador, president of the National Association of Immigration Judges. According to the lawsuit, any immigration judge violating the policy will face a range of disciplinary actions, including reprimand, suspension, and even removal from the federal service. On Wednesday, after an emergency order by Mayor Jenny Durkan, police are ordering protesters in Seattle Capitol Hill occupation protest to disperse. 13 people have been arrested in this regard. The public area has been occupied by thousands of protesters since the beginning of June to demand police reform following the killing of George Floyd. However, there were at least 5 shootings in the area, which goes to question the real motivation behind the protests. The directive was therefore issued in response to reported life safety, public health and property issues in the vicinity. Just before midnight, President Trump reiterated that he would not even consider renaming of military bases as part of the National Defense Authorization Act. This came in response to a provision that would change the names of 10 bases that are named after Confederate generals from defense facilities nationwide within 3 years. He further reconfirmed that he would veto this year's proposed $740 billion annual defense bill if the amendment is included in the bill. We come to the end of this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for the next program on Radio Express. To receive Radio Express English news and English programs in your WhatsApp, please send a WhatsApp message, English programs, to 90727 95547, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel Radio Express. Thank you.